It's finally summer, besties, and do you know what that means? You are in your hottie era, and in your hottie era, we are not involving our ex. We are not thinking about our ex. We are not looking our ex up, trying to get back with our ex. We are officially graduating from our ex, and don't worry because your online bestie is here and I got you. As you guys know, I have been away for so long, and if you have really missed this podcast when I was away, then make sure you rate and review so this podcast stays on forever and ever so we can constantly grow together as a bestie community. I'm back, everyone. I have missed you guys so much. If you're following me on Instagram at SharkStyle, then you know why I've been away for so long. First of all, I really wanted to focus on my last week of school because I had finals and everything. It was really stressing me out. I had a lot of exams, but then I was planning on posting and then I got sick, so then I couldn't post. And then when I got better, I tried to film a podcast, but I wasn't fully better, so in the episode, you could just hear me like sniffing and there was like snot everywhere and it wasn't cute. So that's why I've been gone for a while, but now I'm recovered. I'm about like 90%. I'm still kind of congested, but we're here. I'm so glad to be back and for us to just continue growing together and glowing up this summer because we all deserve the best summer of our lives. But a little update, yeah, as you can see, I have graduated. I am now officially not in college anymore. I'm not a student, which is so crazy. I don't know what to do with myself, to be honest. I have way too much time on my hands, but now that I have the time, that means I can keep making these episodes and hopefully do a lot more fun things with it. So I'm really excited for this future. But anyways, enough of me. We need to talk about you and your situation. You need to learn how to get over that ex, all right? I don't care if you guys ended on good terms or bad terms. Now is your time to focus on you. So we are not thinking about anybody else right now. Okay, so first let's talk about out of sight, out of mind. Personally, I think out of sight, out of mind is just like the best way to get over your ex the fastest. And when I say out of sight, out of mind, I mean no contact, remove their number, block them from any social media. Don't even follow any of their friends if you need to. Like, you should not be seeing them at all on your feed because when you are constantly seeing them on your feed or you have such easy access to reach out to them, they're just going to constantly be in your mind and the memories of your relationship will be in your mind and it will be hard to just move on that way. Just simple as that. Even if you guys didn't end on bad terms, there is no need for you to keep following them or anything because you guys have ended that relationship. That chapter is over. There is no point for you guys to stay connected at all because for me personally, like once I have like kissed you, I don't think I can be friends with you again. So truly there's no reason for you to be able to see them so much. Like I said, even unfollow their friends because, sorry, your ex's friends are not your friends, all right? Especially if you met them through your ex. They will probably be posting your ex online as well, and you don't want to see that. And let's be honest, there may be days where you are a little bit weaker than usual and you want to reach out to that ex. But once you have all their contact blocked, all their Instagram blocks, everything, it will be a lot harder for you to reach out to them. But if you didn't, it would be a lot easier for you to, and it's super accessible and you'll just do it right away. If you have them blocked, you have to take that extra step to unblock them and everything, and it really makes you think about your decisions. And if they're not hitting you up, there's really no reason for you to hit them up. You know, if they wanted to, they would. Also, even if they do hit you up, you don't owe them any right, like, to message back, okay? You need to protect your peace during this time because post breakup is just like the time where you really need to heal and think about yourself because you spent the entire relationship thinking about that ex that now that it's over, it's the universe telling you, hey, the focus is on you now. Obviously, as humans, when we block someone or try to keep them out of sight, we want it even more. We want to look at their profile. We want to see what they're up to. But you really need to just try to control yourself because you know that that's not going to do you any good. It's just going to make you feel bad. Delete social media if you have to. Do what is best for you. And like I said, this is a time where you really need to prioritize yourself, okay? All that energy that you used to put in that relationship should now be within the relationship of yourself. A lot of times during a breakup, a lot of people like to try to fill that void of loneliness, because obviously when you're with someone, you're always with them, and when you're not with them anymore and they're not in your life, things tend to feel very lonely. And during a breakup, people try to fill that loneliness with partying, other friends, dating around, drinking, whatever that is. But when you use things to distract yourself, over time, that feeling of loneliness will come back up again. The best thing to do right after a breakup is to let yourself feel all the emotions. It's okay to be sad. It's valid. Obviously, you would be sad about this. It's okay to be angry, whatever it is. Cry about it, journal about it, talk to someone about it. Do what you need to do to get all those feelings out. You need to admit to yourself how you feel in order to move on and create that peace and kind of closure for yourself. Even if your ex was a terrible person and you feel like you shouldn't be even sad about this, it's okay, you know? It's okay to be sad. That's just a natural feeling. You put all this time and effort into a relationship, and for it to just end the way it did, like, obviously that sucks. During your healing period, post-breakup period, find out who you are and what you like. Try out new things and really fall in love with yourself and other things. Like, use that love and energy on yourself. Express it in new ways. It doesn't have to be people. It can be people. It can be your friends. It can be in food. It can be in art. Whatever makes you happy. Start doing everything for you, okay? Because you really do put in so much of your time and effort into them. And obviously you have to give up some of the time for yourself to that other person. But now you have all this time for yourself that you need to utilize it and just make sure you are just cherishing yourself and nourishing yourself and taking care of yourself, because you never know when the next time you will get into another relationship is, because the world is very random. That could literally be in a few months where you are going to have to put that energy into something else again. So really appreciate this time of independence and being single. I remember after my breakup, the period of time where I just spent for myself was when I really grew as a person and found my values and just grew a lot of respect and self-love for me. And I don't think I would have been able to create better friendships and relationships if I didn't have that period of time of just learning about myself. Because now that I know what I like and what I want, I know what I want in friendships and relationships. Whether or not you and your last relationship ended on good terms or bad terms, just know that this was meant to be. It may not feel like it right now, but there was a reason why this ended. You guys did not work out for a reason. The universe is sending you a message. I am a true believer in that, and I am a true believer that there is something so much better waiting for you. That may be another relationship, or that may be a career, that may be just a relationship with yourself. There is just so much hope and light waiting for you, and that relationship was just holding you back from that. Even if that relationship was amazing and ended on good terms, and you're looking back on it right now and you're like, oh, I can't even find someone better than that person. Like I said, maybe it's not another person that you're trying to find. Maybe it's the love for yourself that you're trying to find and progress. Obviously, you want to keep on moving forward and looking forward and just be present with yourself. But if you do look back on that relationship, you just need to be really thankful and have gratitude for what you learned. Even if that partner was so terrible, it feels better to thank them than to be upset, because you grew so much from that relationship. You learned so much, and you should be thankful that you were able to get out of such a bad relationship as well. When I look back on my past relationships that have ended, I realize those relationships were not meant for me at all, because who I am now after all the lessons I learned, I'm like, I would never be with those people that I've been with back then. And I am so grateful that the universe showed me that those relationships were not good for me and helped me get out of it, because then I wouldn't be in the relationship I am now, and I wouldn't have found this immense love and respect for myself. And let's just say that your ex was the person for you. And I don't even want to put that in your head because I don't want you to be delusional or anything. But hypothetically, let's say that that ex was your person. If that was truly your person, then you will go on living your life, not even thinking about that ex, and that person will fall back in your life naturally, because the universe will put that person back in your life if they are truly meant for you. If not, then they're not going to flow back into your life, and that's okay. And make sure that everything you are taking in, like the music you're listening to, the type of social media you're watching, are all benefiting you during this time. Let me tell you, music has a huge impact. If you are listening to songs that you and your ex used to listen to, or sad breakup songs, I understand sometimes those songs can be therapeutic. I was listening to Taylor Swift on repeat, but those will naturally make you feel more upset and think about your ex, because obviously they're breakup songs or they're sad. I highly encourage you to make like an uplifting playlist or like a baddie playlist to really get you in that mindset, because those songs, like, I did that for myself, and honestly that really helped me. I just felt super confident while listening to them, and I was like, yes, I am moving on. This is a new chapter of my life. Bigger and better things are coming for me. You know, it's just super encouraging, and it brings you so much hope. I really encourage you to just stay off of TikTok or any short form content during this time as well, because, you know, sometimes it can be really negative, or you can just see other relationship content and you just don't want to see that. It can be really harmful, but if you do want to watch videos and you want to go on social media, I highly encourage you to watch self-love videos, wellness videos, because you really need those at this time of your life. The media you are taking in is so important to your mindset and everything. I mean, everything you do is going to be really important for your mindset, who you hang out with, making sure you're hanging out with people who are supporting you during this time and not doing anything to make you feel bad about this, or not making you make bad decisions during this time. We have made it to the part of the podcast where I read the personal glow up stories that you all send in. So the first one from Anna Rodriguez says, "Hi Charlize, I love your podcast so much. You have really helped me feel more confident, and you have really helped me create better habits, and I'm probably your biggest fan ever. Ever since you started your podcast, I feel more confident in my own skin. Thank you. You're really like a big sister to me, and I really needed to hear this." This was so sweet. I first of all love it when you guys call me your big sister, because I am so used to being like the youngest sibling, and you know, I've never felt like someone that people looked up to. But with this podcast, I'm really taking in this big older sister energy, and I love it. And I am so happy for you that you are starting to feel more confident, and with you listening to this podcast and everything, it's only going to go up from here for you. And keep going, because I'm so proud of you. This next one from Dong Ju says, "I love this podcast, especially this episode. I just started middle school and I'm trying to get my life together, and this episode really motivated me." First of all, congratulations on starting middle school. That is a huge achievement. You're going to have so much fun. The fact that you are starting to listen to this type of content so early on in your age is so amazing, and you should really be proud of yourself for that and taking the time to listen to stuff that is benefiting you. I trust that you will get your life together and you will continue to grow. You are so young, so you have so much ahead of you and so much time, and you just have so much, learning to do, which is so fun. Thank you for sending that in, and have fun in middle school. This next one from Valen. "Hi, right now I'm getting more into workouts that I really enjoy. I found out that I need to find things I really like and things I usually don't like. For example, a dance workout instead of a hard workout." That is so amazing and so true, okay? Because there are some things that are very good for us and beneficial for us, that aren't fun, like working out and eating healthy. There are ways to make it fun, just like what you said, dancing. I used to take Zumba classes with my mom. That's like what got me into just working out and moving my body more. If that's working for you, then that works for you. You don't need to be lifting these heavy weights like everybody else. Everybody's on their own path, and just do whatever works for you, because self-care looks different for everybody. And I am really proud of you for figuring that out and continuing to find things that you enjoy. Thank you for sending that in. If you want me to read your personal glow up story in my next episode, then make sure you send one in after listening to this episode. So besties, what have we learned today? What we learned is that getting over someone involves distancing yourself from them, and reminders, and prioritizing yourself for the first time in a while. Rediscover your own interest and fall in love with yourself and new things. It's so important to do things for your own growth and happiness rather than others. Also, don't forget to embrace the lessons you learned in that past relationship, and just be very grateful and appreciative of everything in your life right now, and know that something better is waiting for you in the future. With time and compassion, you will find out that that breakup was a stepping stone for a more fulfilling future. Okay, so as your big sister or as your bestie, I don't want to see you thinking and putting more energy into a past relationship that doesn't serve you anymore. Okay, you need to be focusing on what is serving you and the present right now. We are not looking back anymore. If you want to look back, you can reflect on the lessons and say thank you, but now time to move on, just like that Ariana Grande song. Thank you. Next. So what is this summer looking like for us, besties? A hottie summer, and that's what you're gonna get if you just follow this episode and put yourself first, okay? But I am so glad to be back. Of course, we are back every Sunday, so you will be seeing me on the next Reset Sunday. Thank you all so much for supporting me still and listening in. I am so excited to continue this new chapter in my life of just post-graduating and adulthood, and we are going to grow together and just learn so much more together, because I personally have so much more to learn about myself and the world. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me and teach you everything that I am discovering. I will see you guys on the next Reset Sunday. Bye!